So that's where the categorization, that's where our continuum really comes into play. So plyometrics have many different factors, and this isn't all of them, but it's a good starting place to start thinking about your plyometrics and how they fit into each other. So we have our descriptor, or our description for an exercise. So you've got counter movement, double contact exercises, sticking exercises, and then continuous. Even below that, you could also add non-counter movement, but for this sake, we're going to keep it simple. So counter movement, that's obviously pretty self-explanatory. Double contact are things like skips, and like those that triple hop I showed you in an earlier module, where we had that sort of second contact, that double contact to wash off the energy. Sticking exercise, where you have to absorb the energy in one go on one stance, and then continuous, where there is no absorption and it's continued. You take that elastic energy with you. The colors are deliberate. On one end you've got really easy, on the other end you've got quite intense. We then have our movement vector, so the direction you're moving. Vertical is easier than horizontal, is easier than lateral, and that is in turn easier than rotational. You can see though already though, if you do a counter movement rotational exercise, that's probably going to be easier though than a lateral sticking exercise. So it's not just in a vacuum. So the vector of an exercise, an easy rotational exercise might not be as hard as a continuous horizontal exercise. So these are interchangeable, and we'll talk more about that in a second.